Today I'm going to show you how to work with Worbla to get wooden textures, with Worbla black art to be exact. First I'm going to cut some foam into the shapes that I want. So here we have a basic board, a piece of wood, and a twig. After that we draw lines where we want the textures to be in, and then we cut them out. I'm using an X-Acto knife or a scalpel for this, just something really sharp. Then we do the same thing for our other wooden piece. Draw in the lines and then cut out the texture. It doesn't need to be perfect, we cover it in Worbla afterwards. Now the twig, gotta round it up a little bit, cut it down so it looks more realistic. After that we sand it with the Dremel. Then we cover all three pieces in Worbla. I use black art this time. It's a little bit smoother than the original finest art. So for the next step we're gonna need a soldering tool. I prefer the wireless one. I'm using the cutting tool, the cutting tip. As you can see, it's wireless, it works with gas, but it still gets really hot, so you gotta be careful. Then we cut in some more depth, some more details into the foam Worbla connection. So in the end it should look like this, like a piece of wood, right? Same goes for the twig. Just imagine how it could look in real life and try to achieve it with these tools you get. Then this part I wanted to be really burnt to a crisp, so I messed with it a lot. So we have a board kind of wood, we have a render type of wood, and we have a twig that's burned down, broken off. In this case I chose the white primer. Then I added a really bright brown to the first one, to the board one. A dark brown for both other parts. And I also added some red color to the twig, so it looks like it's still glowing a little bit. Then I'm going for a darker layer at the board one and removing a little bit with a dry paper. As soon as the render piece is really dry, we're gonna add a really watery black and remove it again with the dry paper. To keep this wet look, you're gonna have to work with a shiny varnish afterwards. And here at the twig I'm adding black and white now to get this ash look, this really crispy burnt twig look. And to finish your piece you can add a little moss that you can get at a toy store, and yeah, I think we're done. We have 3 different looks. Of course there are thousands and thousands of different looks, but maybe now you have an idea how to get your own wood look. So maybe now you're asking yourself, why should I go to all this additional trouble to make something look like wood if I can get it in a forest or something like that? In fact, many conventions are still forbidding wood and metal pieces, and that is our way to get around it. Still getting some wooden look, some metal looks, and don't hurt anyone, because this will break easily. Yeah. But it still looks cool, I think, way to get your wooden tools or your wooden shields, staffs or whatever, horns. There are endless options. But yeah, it's up to you now. You can create whatever you want. And as always, if you like the video, leave me a like or a subscription, and we'll see each other in another video. See ya.